This is the 2021 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment number 1, Drop Kveik Nate Pale Ale. Thank you to our sponsors, Imperial Yeast, 5-Star Chemicals, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewing America, all stainless steel mash paddle sponsors. Also Hopsteiner and Yakima Chief Hops. Get brewing.
Greetings and salutations. We are on to the final beer for the 2021 Brewtubers Yeast Experiment with Drop Kveik Nate. Hopefully I saved the best for last, but we'll see. The last one comes from the what year was that now? 2019 SJ Pour Challenge winner, Mr. Dennis Penn from Wood Shed Brewing Company. His is the Berserker Kveik strain blend from Maniacal Labs. And what do we know about it? We know that we have, let's see, pitched a tablespoon of slurry. He brewed on 411. Mash temp was 152. Ended up with a 1047 pre-boil, 1055 post-boil. And did a little temperature control at 85 on this yeast. And finished at 1012. So you can go ahead and get it poured out. Very hazy. Looks like a juicy New England IPA if you ask me. Or New England Pale Ale. Going for a big old pour. Got a pint can. Dennis is one of the lucky ones, lucky enough to have a canner. I believe he has the October canner system, which is a sexy piece of kit. A little jealous. All right, so mash pH was 5.5. Final pH, the serving pH is 4.4. And, I would say that's probably the average. Maybe 4.5 is the average. We have a 4.6, a 4.7, 4.7, and 4.4. So maybe 4.45 or something like that. It's pretty normal, I would say. Anyway, don't want to get too hung up on that because that's such a minute thing that you got to be very perceptive to pick up on the pH of a final beer. If it's a sour, certainly you're going to be able to detect more between like a 3 and a 3.4. But between 4.2 and 4.4 or 4.6, I don't think you're really going to pick that up too much on a hoppy pale ale. So, like I said, that looks like a New England pale ale right there. It's very, very cloudy. I don't know a whole lot about Berserker yeast. I don't think the internet knows a whole lot more about it. I tried to dig up some data on it, and I really couldn't find much of anything. I know it's a blend from the Milk the Funk wiki page on Kveik. I know it was a limited run, but that's about all I know. And I didn't reach out to the guys from Maniacal. That's probably something we should have done on this, is said, hey, can you give us some more details? But hindsight. Appearance, head was there, formed, dropped off pretty quick, but there's still a nice little ring there, nice little bit of lacing. Let's get an aroma. So it smells quite juicy. Up. I'm getting a little bit of that stressed yeast thing coming through here, through the juice. So juicy, what it smells like to me is kind of like a tropical, almost like a fruit punch, fruit bowl, fruit salad, if you will. A little bit of that, you get the maraschino cherry and the pineapple and all that stuff kind of playing off each other, and all those aromas kind of melding. That's a bit what it smells like. Very inviting until you detect that Band-Aid thing, that stressed yeast character. So hopefully it's not too bad in the flavor, but we're going to find out. Cheers, Dennis. Yep. Certainly there for me. Finish is super dry. I think, what's his final? It feels like it's dry, but I don't know if... No, he's got a 10-12 final gravity, so that's not super dry. But it does have that perception to me. Out of all the ones that have that, that stressed yeast character, I think this is the least stressed. So I think we had, really, there were 3, I think. Wally's and I'm drawing a blank, but no, Wally's and Gary's. Jerry's was, I didn't get that same kind of stressed yeast character, and Dennis's. So we got 3 out of those that had that. The other ones were all pretty well clean. Jerry's obviously had a little something going on, a little funky characteristic, but I'm getting a lot of pineapple on the aroma. All in all, I like that, the Berserker. I like what it's doing for the hops, big time. The malt really takes a back seat in this, and so the hops, I think it's got to be the yeast. The hops are really pushed forward and really in the juicy aroma, or juicy category, like in the aroma with the pineapple and the fruit, the tropical fruit bowl. And even on the flavor, there is some of that stressed yeast, but like I said, it's the least out of all 3 of the ones that really had it. I think you could certainly sneak that past majority of beer drinkers who aren't dissecting beers like we do, and nobody would even be able to pick that up. I've had that stressed yeast character on commercial beers, and I've had to just dump them out. It's really kind of sad that at a commercial scale you're going to be under pitching to the point where it kicks those off flavors, but it happens, right? We're all human. It's not all bad. I really do like the how it pushes the pineapple forward. It's like the pineapple and the orange are really pushed forward. And I'm lucky enough that Dennis sent me a sample of that Berserker, so I'm going to grow that up here soon and probably brew a beer with it. Yeah, I might even ferment it up in the attic. I don't know. Up there. At like 130 degrees. How about that? That'd be kind of fun. I don't know. All right, so that was the last of the Kveik beers for the Drop Kveik Nate 2021 Brewtubers Yeast Experiment #1. There's a lot going on in all those, and every one of them was such a different beer. I really wish I had a couple of mine to still go through and share my thoughts on my own entries, but I think that everyone else, for what I've seen so far, have been doing great jobs on putting their thoughts forward, and I would agree with pretty much everything so far. So pretty cool. All right, hey, anybody out there that isn't a member of Brewtubers that would be interested in getting in on this stuff, there's a lot of great benefits to it. We get great freebies from our sponsors. We get hops and yeast and discounts. It's been fantastic, and the feedback that you get on your entry in these yeast experiments or the beer So my battery died, but if there's anybody out there that would be interested in getting involved with one of these experiments, go to brewtubers.com, click around, take a look at the membership details. You know, we welcome everyone, any homebrewer who is interested, regardless of where you're located. We have members in the UK and in Denmark. I was trying to remember where the hell Alex is. But yeah, I mean, this is a super rewarding club that, you know, these experiments have so much going on, and it's great feedback. So the only thing you can do is become a better brewer by participating in this stuff. So cheers to everybody. Thanks for participating. Thanks to Dennis, and everyone have a great one, and don't forget to homebrew up. Cheers.